Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia-like websites.
We click on a random article.
And we talk about it.
Why are spooky voices slow?
I think it's a lot of effort for ghosts to speak.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I recently returned from
The Land of the Dead.
Halloween Horror Nights,
Oh, yeah,
the nation's premier Halloween event. Not at the time of this recording. I have yet to go, but at the time of this airing, I will have already been, and it was great.
Okay. You're saying it was a lot of effort for you to be there, like a ghost would be.
Yeah, I mean, I did have to fly there.
Right.
On
On
an airplane.
Right.
That's
Which
all.
is like the human version of the River Styx, basically.
Well, isn't the River Styx the human version of the River Styx?
Yeah. And you had to pay Charon, which in your case is the TSA, when they take your water bottle. So your version of the...
Yeah.
I'm losing the thread of this.
That's fine, because I'm finding the thread of what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm at paranormal.wikia.com.
Yeah. So you're finding the thread, much like the hero of legend, Perseus, when he used thread to defeat the evil monster, the Minotaur.
Is that true?
Is it a real story?
Yes.
Yes.
How did he defeat the Minotaur?
Well, I guess I misled you with the words that I just said, because he didn't use thread to defeat the Minotaur. He used the thread to find his way out of the labyrinth.
Oh.
He did not choke the Minotaur out like he was Hitman.
So what, he just like tied thread to the beginning and then what?
Exactly.
And no one noticed?
Yeah, I guess no one noticed.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think he just killed him.
I mean,
I don't think it was hard. I think he just used a sword.
I think they just put a door on the labyrinth and then that's it.
Oh, like seal it up real good so you can't...
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Why take the risk?
Yeah, like why are they... I think what happens is maybe the person who owns it knows how to do the maze, and he deposits the people in the center of the maze. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a good answer for it.
Because, like, the Minotaur could get out.
Oh, yeah, like the Minotaur has nothing else to do other than just try to, like, walk around
And isn't the way that you get out of a maze is to just turn right?
Just keep
like, following the like, right side of the wall?
Yeah, but he didn't know that.
I mean,
He's like,
over a long enough period of time.
Yeah, I suppose so. If you put a 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 typewriters in a labyrinth, eventually they'll figure it out.
Exactly. All right.
He couldn't just climb to the top of it?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, hooves are probably not great for climbing unless you're sort of a mountain goat in a mountainous area, but it's a wall, not a mountain. So
True, and he's part bull, not part goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, fair enough. You got me there.
Well, are his feet... I guess his feet are man feet, though.
Nah, huh.
The only part of him that's,
he's not a satyr.
Bull is the head part.
Yeah. And if he was a satyr, he'd have goat feet, and he could climb the mountain over the wall.
He's just a man with a bull head,
He's just
right?
a man with a bull head. At least...
Yeah, he could climb out.
Yeah.
Does he have man intelligence or bull intelligence?
Yeah, I mean, are bulls dumb? Are bulls smart enough to figure it out, how to climb?
Well, I've never seen a bull climb.
That's true.
But do they not climb because they don't know how or because they're not capable? Because of their bull feet?
And maybe bulls only live in like flat areas, so they're not ever, challenged with a wall or a mountain. Certainly their natural habitat is not a labyrinth.
Well, no. Okay.
Yep, okay. What are we doing? We're on Paranormal Wiki?
Yes, we are. So let me pull up a random page. Oh, wowie zowie.
All right.
I wouldn't classify this as paranormal, but it's very good.
All right.
Roswell Incident.
Okay. This is right up your alley.
It's not paranormal, though.
Well, what does paranormal really break down to? I mean,
sure, yeah, okay. We all know.
Look, if you want aliens to be part of the Halloween, milieu, I think you're gonna have to start classifying.
Well. Do you are Frankenstein's monsters paranormal?
Yes, I would not.
No.
Yeah, I would say ghosts are paranormal.
Ghosts are paranormal.
That's about it. In my head, the way that paranormal works.
Yes, ghosts. I think like sort of demons could be.
Like if there's a show called Paranormal Investigators,
they ain't looking for aliens.
They're not looking for aliens. Yeah.
They're not looking for mummies. They're not looking for.
What if the twist was they were looking for the ghosts of these creatures?
Now that's a very interesting thing. Okay. We were discussing this on a private ghost tour that we took for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Do animals have ghosts?
It's a good question. It's hard to say.
It is hard to say. Some people believe yes. If that's the case, then there are certainly dinosaur ghosts.
Oh, shit.
But also, if we have been visited by extraterrestrials,
some may have.
There kind of have to be alien ghosts.
What would be scarier, an alien ghost or just an alien?
An alien, I think.
I agree.
Now, an alien poltergeist?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, an alien banshee.
Yes.
Right, okay. It's an alien that screams at you.
Well, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the difference sort of between a ghost and a poltergeist is more
corporeal,
more able to manipulate physical objects.
That might be. Yeah, I'm not an expert on the different.
Me neither.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason we have a different word for all these different, things. So there has to be actual differences. What if all ghosts are just aliens? Does that make sense?
So we have. Yes.
It does make sense. Yeah, no further explanation needed, Your Honor.
So yeah. You're saying,
like maybe they're like when people die, they just die.
Yes.
But aliens
visit here, and they're just transparent, and they wear Victorian clothes.
Yeah, exactly. And they open cabinets to communicate using Morse code or something. I don't know.
And they all have the same name as my dead wife.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably the only explanation I can think of.
I get what you're saying.
Well, if you were saying earlier, if animals had ghosts or spirits or whatever, like, is it possible that some do and some don't? Does it have to be an all or nothing situation? Same thing with humans. Do all humans have,
So are you saying like all cats become ghosts but dogs don't?
Yeah, like all cats become ghosts but all dogs go to heaven.
Yep. Glad we got there. I don't think that there would be fish ghosts.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, I guess. Like, does it have to be?
There wouldn't be bug ghosts. If there were bug ghosts, we would know because there are so many fucking bugs.
Yeah.
Like we do. Isn't like the weight of all bugs more than like
the weight of the world itself?
I mean, it's something crazy like that.
You know how like sometimes people wake up and they have stigmata. You know that common thing? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wake up and you're like, what the fuck? Where do these marks come from?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
And you ever like wake up and you're like, why the fuck do I have a mosquito bite? Right? It's a ghost mosquito.
No, I don't think so.
Like maybe a mosquito had unfinished business here on this earth.
I want just a little more blood.
Just a little more. Come on. But yeah, maybe a thing like an entity's intelligence.
It's definitely because
right. Maybe the smarter something is, the stronger presence.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So only, yeah, smart or emotional. Maybe emotional emotions is the better thing.
Emotional intelligence,
like emotional intelligence, not necessarily emotional intelligence, but like like, are there dolphin ghosts?
Probably, and they're probably horny as hell.
Yeah, right. They're still so horned up.
Birds Some.
Okay. Like crows and magpies and shit.
Yeah. What are those called? Corvids? Corvids definitely have ghosts.
Okay. Horses.
Horses
are very... They're like dogs.
I think a horse would have a ghost only because it would be so fucking spooky. I think that's probably the spookiest animal to have a ghost of.
A ghost horse. Yeah. I mean, what was the headless horseman riding, if not a ghost horse?
You know, I never really thought about that, and I kind of always just assumed it was a regular horse, but that doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah. Well, is he a regular man, or is he a ghost? Or obviously not a regular man, but you know what I mean. What's his deal? Is he like a zombie?
I don't know enough.
Probably not a zombie because there was malice, there was intent.
I think he would be a ghost. But also, does he carry his head or a pumpkin?
In my head, he, of which he does not have one, it's replaced by a pumpkin.
He's wearing the pumpkin on his head. Is he carrying his head in his hand?
Ooh. I don't envision him doing that. In my head, he's wearing a pumpkin and then he uses it to throw at you. Like a bully from the 80s.
Or the hobgoblin.
Yeah, he's just the hobgoblin.
Or the green goblin.
Does he even do that? Or does he just like run you the hell down with his like crazy horse?
Hobgoblin?
No, the freaking headless horseman. Does he just kill you with his horse?
Is he nefarious?
Is he nefarious? Yeah. What's his
deal?
Let's get onto the bottom of this.
I don't know. Was that a thing?
Headless horse memory?
Well, no. was the headless horseman a thing, or did Disney make it a thing? Like, was it folklore and then Disney took that and sort of made the popular image that we know today?
Disney's never had a unique idea in their entire life.
Sure.
So it has, in my head, it's something like what's that fellow that fell asleep forever?
Rip Van Winkle.
It's like some New England folklore type shit.
Okay.
You know,
that
we wouldn't even know about if it weren't for Disney or whoever.
Right.
There's probably all kinds of like basically anything like any like old colonial stories like that. You know,
I bet they have good ghosts because they were all just so shitty.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone was a terrible person.
So like. Yeah, there's like just unfinished business and like just, I mean, like just emotion, like heavy emotional, like just being a fucking dickhead. That'll leave a mark.
Yeah, that would leave a mark. Well, when you think of monsters, like the vampires, the werewolves, that's all like European stuff, right? So what? Yeah. What are some like American werewolves in London?
I mean, straight up, we probably don't know most of them because we killed all of the people who had those stories. Wow. So any that we have are going to be European based anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is like a Wendigo or whatever.
Right, which is Native American of some Navajo maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's shared. Man, if it was shared, it'd be so much spookier, right? Just like across the entire country, like all the different like tribes had like, oh yeah, we know.
And then like Thunderbirds.
Yeah. Which aren't bad. I'm not sure. Are Thunderbirds like sphinxes where they're like
maybe
they can be bad?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either. Yeah, I don't know. Well, were there any American colonial type monsters or anything, or not really?
I mean, headless horsemen themselves. I mean, there's probably some.
Maybe zombies. No, that's stupid. Of course not. That'd be like Haitian.
Roanoke was kind of spooky.
Yeah. Maybe just like ghosts. Did they invent ghosts? No, the answer is no.
How old is sort of the oldest ghost story?
That's a great question. Well, I mean, Shakespeare was writing stuff with ghosts, right?
Sure.
And that would have been like the 1600s? So, you don't know.
I don't fucking know. I only went to school for it.
Yeah, why should you know? So at least that old.
I want to say...
it's got to be older than that.
1500s?
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
You're saying Shakespeare. Well, it depends on how you also classify ghost story, because I'm sure that people were telling stories about like, spirits of, your grandparents, or you know what I mean, like in the 10,000 BCs or whatever. Like Egyptian mythology, do they have ghosts? I don't know. And then it's like, how do you classify ghosts? Is it just like
the spirit of someone who is dead?
Right. So like could like people who were like mummified, could they talk to you, or I don't know.
Well, the thing with mummification was to get people kind of out of here.
Get them out of here.
It's like you're done here.
Right.
Wrap you up, ship you on to whatever.
Right. The good place.
Yeah.
I think this
NBC's The Good Place. Have you started that?
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah. A lot of mummies.
No.
Weird.
Yeah, maybe forget it then.
Not interested.
Do you remember the Disney Channel original movie Under Wraps?
I did not have much of the Disney Channel growing up.
Me neither. My grandparents would just put in a tape in their VCR,
just let it rip,
and hit record on Disney Channel, and then just like give me the tapes.
That's the best. That's such good grandparents. So it was a movie though about a mummy.
Yeah, the premise is basically Encino Man, but with a mummy.
Okay, that's good. I'm in for that.
It's very fun.
And is the mummy like a Brendan Fraser type guy? Or is he like a cool like teen boy?
If memory serves me correctly, he is a fully wrapped mummy who cannot speak.
Okay, so he's kind of like stumbling around, like
grunting and groaning.
Sure, trying to get like lattes and shit.
Yes.
Do like,
and kids find him.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's a team of kids who are like, "Oh no, Barry, you can't be out here now."
And then like someone, the museum or something, is like after him, and they're trying to save him for some reason.
Right, they're trying to get him back to the ocean where he can go be free.
Mm-hmm.
What is their end goal? To get him back to Egypt? How did he get to there?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Under Wraps is a good name for that, though.
It's a very good name. That's one of those ones where they probably came up with the name first.
Yeah.
And then said, okay, we'll make a mummy movie.
It's a mummy, but they're trying to keep him secret.
Yep.
All right, where do we go from that?
That's a much better title than, say, Phantom of the Megaplex.
Yeah, which I imagine has to just be an updated reimagining of the Phantom of the Opera, right? It should have been.
I don't super remember. I know Mickey Rooney was in it, which is crazy.
As the Phantom?
Now, I think a very good and descriptive Halloween movie title is Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
Not this one. I'm going to say is not a Halloween movie, but it's also very descriptive, and it's Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
That's spooky, though.
It's definitely spooky.
But it's not a Disney Channel original movie.
It is not.
And that's
kind of where we're at.
Kind of the thing.
Yeah. Did they have a bunch of these Halloween movies?
I mean,
one a year?
Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town 3, Halloween High. I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
So they made a lot of Halloween's Town.
That's nice. I like that. Good for them.
They did have Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. They did have Under Wraps. Those might be the only Halloween ones.
It's interesting that they would do Halloween movies because, like, I could imagine it being kind of a touchy area, maybe.
Sure.
Well,
maybe that's why they never did Ghosts. It was all very sort of fun type Halloween stuff.
Right. And I also imagine they probably do Christmas movies.
Oh yeah.
Now, what were those like? Were they more like?
Lots of mummies.
tons of mummies. Well, the cold really, keeps them fresh.
There was,
because like you can do stuff about Santa.
They were never religious.
That's
they were
the
never
thing,
religious.
right?
They were always very secular, all about gifts. But the fact that giving them is better than getting them, which is a fucking lie. This reminds me at work. My team is sort of responsible for planning all the parties, and we have a Halloween party, and we're thinking of what to do, and we're gonna have a fortune teller come in and do some like tarot card readings.
Yeah, very cool.
And I suggested we have a room with a Ouija board in it.
Yeah, sure.
And a bunch of people were like, no. And it was so interesting because to me that's the same exact thing.
It's not the same though. Because a ghost isn't turning over your tarot cards. Yeah, Ouija boards. Well, first of all, Milton Bradley makes them. So,
right.
Hey everyone, like chill out.
But
it's not the same, right? Because aren't Ouija boards being what's impacting the tarot deck?
That's the thing is like
Where are those powers coming from?
I don't know. I always assumed it was, sort of beyond the
veil.
The veil.
Like, I guess with tarot, is it the person who's been given powers to tell the future?
Well, but still, where did they get those powers?
Well, sure.
But I don't.
Or are they a vessel for?
I think that the cards, the person is merely interpreting what the cards say.
Definitely.
So I don't think the person has any of the powers.
Mm.
I think that the cards have some sort of
Mind of
precognitive abilities.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing to me. They're both fake.
At the end of the day, yeah, you're right. Yeah. What is it that people think about Ouija boards? That
it's the devil.
It's the devil.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Their moms didn't let them play it.
Yes, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's weird the things that people get hang-ups about.
Or like why
one not the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if one were going to freak me out, I think they both would, because they're both sort of messing with stuff you shouldn't be messing with. You know?
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, when you're doing Ouija boards, can you, like, let's say you're at your the house where your uncle died.
Okay.
Could you specifically have your uncle like answer questions
if he's there?
If he's there. Like, where does the answers on a Ouija board come from? Like spirits in the house, or you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. My mom weirdly gets freaked out about Ouija boards.
Yeah. What is that about moms? Moms like get really freaked out about that shit.
I don't know. They're just not down with the devil.
Down with the DEV.
She when she was a kid, she used to do a Ouija board with her friends.
Do you think there's a story there where like something happened and she like?
Well, she's told me like that it was just like fucking freaky, I guess, and they would do it pretty regularly, and they always talked to the same two people.
That's good.
I forget the man. It was like a man and a woman. The woman's name was Florida.
Oh,
awesome. I don't know the man's name, but
Orlando.
Yeah, she just was like super freaked out, and then when I was a kid, she was like, "You can't play with those," which is so strange again, because like she is not religious, doesn't believe in anything paranormal, right. But there's just something about like Ouija boards that freak her out.
I wish that there were more things like that in my life where I truly believed something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe it's not that she believes it, but she is
better safe than sorry.
She's uncertain enough. Right. Mm-hmm. To have that level of uncertainty about something is like, I'm down with that a little bit. I was like, well, look, it's not worth it.
Why take the risk?
Why take the risk? What do you gain from this?
Mm-hmm.
You have everything to lose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. What else is there like that? I mean, I this is not the same thing, but I couldn't play D&D either because of the satanic panic my mom was concerned about.
Are crystal balls a real thing? I mean, no, but
how do those work? I've never.
Right.
Is like
is there goop?
Is there goop inside of it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Because like tea leaves, they make images or whatever.
Yes, that sort of makes sense.
Right. And I don't know how reading bones works.
I think it's kind of similar to like tea leaves or
yeah,
something.
Or maybe like there are certain like patterns or whatever that come up and it's like, oh, the way this bone crosses here kind of into yeah, right. My mythology teacher, she did a real quick crash course on how to read palms the other day because she's into all kinds of shit like that.
That rules.
It was really cool. She did something the other day, like we were talking about like the crone Hecate, and then she started going off on all this crazy like Wiccan shit, like
yes,
like showed us there's a symbol for like I don't know what the word for it is, but basically like the Godhead, right? Like the Father, the Son, Holy Ghost. There's something like that for like a female version of that. That's like the maid, the mother, and the crone. If you're Game of Thrones, that's like a familiar concept for sure. But you've probably seen the symbol. The symbol is basically like picture like a backwards C, and then next to it a circle, and then a C on the other side.
Totally.
Which represents like the waxing moon, the full moon, and the waning moon, and it's called the triune. And so she was just like talking about all this like pretty wild shit in class, and I was just eating it up, dude. It
Man,
was the
that
best.
rules.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I'm very into that.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before that?
Hmm?
Or how did we get onto that? Oh, just different types of fortune telling.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, palm reading is what I was thinking of.
What's your deal?
I don't know. I wasn't like super paying attention because I didn't expect her to go so buck wild with it.
Oh, sure. And then
I thought I was like, oh, this will be your lifeline. Anyway, let's move on. But she was like, this one is this. If it connects here, it means this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah, and then the crystal balls. That's the only other sort of thing that I can think of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to remember Professor Trelawney's class back in Harry Potter 3 and what she was doing.
I mean,
I think I'm tapped though.
Well, there's like astrology. But that's more Ferenz than Trelawney.
I was reading
Mars is bright tonight.
I was reading something about like ancient ass
Shit.
like shamanistic,
Sure.
stuff, like tribal shit, like old shit. And it made me think what if like the shaman or whatever was just like a person with like, I don't know, like a person with like, what do you call it? Like schizophrenia or something like that.
Sure.
So when they're going into trances or whatever, they really were saying stuff that couldn't be fathomed by like someone without, those.
Sure.
And so it seemed like, oh wow, they're like saying stuff from the future that I could never come up with.
Well, it's the same in like ancient Greece when they would go,
like the oracles of Delphi.
Yeah, they just like got whacked out on some crazy drugs.
Right. So everything sounded crazy. So it's like, oh, it's not crazy. It's real and it's the future, and we just can't understand it because it hasn't happened yet. Like, yeah, like what's that fool that predicts it? The Nostradamus.
Yeah.
It's like he has a billion poems that don't mean anything until after a thing happens, and then you get to look back and be like, oh, see, that's what number 137 meant.
Nostradamus is so fucking funny to me because there are like 40 million things he wrote, and like 8 of them kind of seem like they could maybe be something that happened 20 years ago.
Right.
It's like,
and I don't know enough about him. Like, was he a real guy, or was he something that was created in like the 50s? You know what I mean? To sell Reader's Digest.
wow.
I
assumed he was a real guy.
I did too until this moment.
But now I don't know.
Yeah. And if he was a real guy, was he like a respected, like soothsayer, or
was he even trying to do that, or was it like,
right?
Was he just like writing poems?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of like how was the U.S. government planning on making $20 bills fold in such a way that they could show the September 11th attack?
Right. Or was that just like, part of the...
Isn't that a weird thing that people like
figure that out?
Decided, if you fold a $20 bill this crazy way...
It says Bush did 9/11.
Like what?
If you write Bush did 9/11 on a $20 bill and then fold it...
There's a Justin Bieber music video.
Okay.
And he's like... In part of it, he's like dancing in front of like a
triangle,
just like a wall, and there's like a bunch of like graffiti patterns on the wall that keep changing.
Sure.
And if you like freeze frame it in one frame, it just says Bush did 9/11.
What a weird thing for him to do.
Yeah, just for no reason. He's never like said
anything. Yeah,
it's just like, yeah.
There was like a period of time where whenever Kanye and Jay-Z did that like collab album Watch the Throne, around that time period, I don't know if both of them were doing it, but certainly Jay-Z was throwing up a lot of like triangle symbols.
Well, he's definitely in the Illuminati.
That's okay, so that's just undisputable. But yeah, that kind of thing where it's like, oh, he's in the Illuminati. Like,
man, Illuminati shit's...
Yeah, because like if they were in it, what do you think they're just going around flaunting that they're in some sort of secret society that does what? Also, by the way,
right,
right. There's a thing in
sell Dan Brown novels.
Yeah, exactly. In Japan, there's a couple things that a lot of people don't do, which is have tattoos and wear sunglasses because those things are associated with the Yakuza.
No sunglasses too.
Yeah,
dude.
Not like everyone, but
did I tell you about?
Anyway, the point is Yakuza don't do that now. They're not going around doing that shit because you know about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I tell you when we were there? So we went and it was great. We went to Japan. It was a lovely time. And then we had friends who went like literally the week after.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a couple, and the husband is white.
Okay.
And he looks essentially exactly like me.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
like
Clearly
a
a non-Japanese man.
And they said everyone was stopping them and talking to them and like getting pictures with them and stuff.
Okay.
And like staring at them.
Just constantly.
And that did not happen to us at all.
Okay. Did he offer an explanation?
I mean, the only thing I could think of is because I have tattoos.
Oh, wow.
And no one was rude to
No,
to
sure,
us.
sure.
And when we talked to people, everyone was super nice and super helpful.
Right.
But no one went out of their way to like.
But he and his wife or girlfriend looked identical to you and yours.
It was
the only difference you could think of is the tattoos.
Yes, it was crazy. And I mean, I was wearing sunglasses too, which I didn't know. But also,
Yeah.
it was sunny.
It was sunny, man. Come on.
I got these baby blues.
Right.
But yeah, it was wild. And coming back then, and that's like the only thing. And it's like,
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so there's like a weird like social thing.
Yeah.
Even though like there's a pretty good chance that no one really thought you were, you know, a mobster, but
well, right. Obviously, I'm not in the Yakuza.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, they're not really like shipping out jobs overseas to Gaijin like you.
Well, he's white, but he does have tattoos.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's wearing sunglasses. Get out of here. Like Martha, go.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, man.
Would you, if you could, join the Illuminati?
In a heartbeat. I've thought about that on and off for years now about the Masons.
I had a high school teacher who was a Mason.
Did he ever talk about it? Did you talk to him about it?
No, he just like wore a ring.
Yeah. That's what's up though. I love that shit, man. Yeah, and then it's like, what even is this? Is this like a club for
It's
like
a fucking Elks Club?
Yeah, which is like
it's
men
nothing. It's nothing.
Right. And then then it's like, is it nothing? Or is it some kind of weird like Scientology shit where it's like, oh yeah, you just hang out and you know we eat pizza and it's all, you know, camaraderie, but then you go deep enough and it's like, yeah, actually there's some weird shit going on here. You know.
Probably not.
I mean, probably not. Yeah, I know.
Is the Illuminati real?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Like, is there a shadowy cabal controlling the world? Yes. In that instance, and yeah, sure.
Are they humans or are they lizard people?
And see, that's the next question you can ask yourself.
It is strange that we do have a spooky pyramid on our money.
It is a very spooky pyramid. I would say it's the spookiest pyramid you could come up with.
I think so.
And it's just kind of sitting there, and no one's like talking about it.
Do you think people from other countries come here and, you know, get our cash? And because, you know, when you go somewhere else, it's like, oh, it's so colorful and fun.
Right.
And they're like,
ooh, there's ducks on it.
What the fuck is this spooky pyramid doing?
Yeah,
on it?
and why are they like trying to summon the devil with their like e pluribus unum like Latin shit?
Yeah.
Like,
man, our money's spooky.
It's pretty spooky. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And there's like a bunch of like spider webs and shit on it, like in the background of it.
Yeah.
You know? Like the whole background is spider webs.
Why is that?
Are we just trying to like intimidate other countries?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. It's pretty weird.
What is that pyramid though? All the other shit,
Well,
like
it's the all-seeing eye, Johnny. You know, that thing that we all learn about in school, the all-seeing eye of the pyramid that watches over us.
I want to.
You know.
Do I have a 1 on me?
I hope so.
No.
Nah, that's a shame. I don't have my wallet's in the other room, so I can't even. Yeah, and no one talks about it. Yeah, I think a little ASMR action.
I think that is. I am holding money. I'll just pay you the money now, and then I'll get my haircut.
I'll pay you up front for my haircut. Yeah. I trust you.
Oh wow. Okay. EVP ASMR.
Okay. So what would that entail?
Just real soothing ghosts.
Hey, I'm haunting you.
Smell you later. think this is our Halloween episode.
Oh shit, for real?
I think so.
Oh, we didn't prepare for this.
Yes, this is our Halloween episode.
Wow. When is Halloween in relation to this episode?
The following day.
Shit. Fuck. This is Halloween Eve?
Yeah.
This is All Hallows Eve?
It's All Hallows Eve.
What are we doing? Lydia.
Yeah, let me.
You want to go to Spooky Wikipedia?
Yeah, let me pull something up.
Okay.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.